Hit the mics, take a seat, it's about to ignite. Two dudes with the spread, keep your bets locked tight. Sports talk sharp like a razor blade edge. Numbers don't lie, no need for a hedge. Welcome to the greatest fucking show on earth. From the pitch to the court where legends birth. Plays and parlays, every wager's worth. Sit back, tune in, ride the wave of mirth.
Here we are. Welcome, season 2, episode 2, Two Guys, One Spread. We've been kind of missing out here, super busy as life gets in the way, but we've certainly been keeping up on sports. There is a lot of sports talk and stuff going on. That's pretty exciting stuff. We got schedule release for the NFL coming up on Thursday.
Tomorrow, big day.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, so that's good stuff. We got obviously the Sabres and just playoff hockey in general. It's I'm here. Tommy's here. I know if anybody watches
my stylist didn't show up. And listen, I go, if I'm not done right, I'm not going on camera.
Yeah,
So
you listen.
That's what happened.
Yeah,
I'm a pretty boy.
Pretty boy, and you know, if you can't get your good side, then you're not going to get
Right.
any.
That's right.
So some big win for the Sabres, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I thought 5-on-5 yesterday, it was so much better than the last two games. I thought they were definitely skating better. The problem was after kind of that no goal, it kind of went into just a nonstop penalties between, Sabres taking 7 and then whatever the Sabres Montreal took. I mean, the rest of the game just felt like somebody was shorthanded the whole time. So it was kind of tough to get in a rhythm, especially on the Sabres side when you take 7 penalties. We can argue how light and you have to touch a Canadian for them to go down, and some of the calls, but it was just hard. I felt like for the Sabres to get back in a rhythm, even though I thought yesterday played very well 5-on-5, and the power play worked out too. I know they had a goofy goal, but it's been looking better. I mean, they've had 5 power play goals in the series, which is great for what you've been watching the Sabres power play.
Yeah. Well, I think a little bit of it. First, before we even get in the game, I got to say that the atmosphere in Montreal is wild.
That's great.
Before, awesome. I have been up there once. I went to a game and it was awesome. Just seeing that pre-game with the fire and all of that, I was like, I'll be honest, I want to go back. I mean, right. I feel like I will.
Yeah, like how they bring that fire, whatever the lighting of the torch, but then how they make the crowd and the arena look red.
Cool. It really
looks awesome. So they do a great job of it. Yeah,
and the fan base, they're certainly passionate. So that was awesome. Sure. I agree. It was hard to get into it. I think the Sabres, before you talked about the power play, I think they did what I've been asking them to do and just simplify it. Stop trying to throw together 9-12 passes. You're not getting wide open looks. I mean, it's just too hard. I mean, normally it's too hard, let alone the playoffs. Get the puck to the net. I thought a couple times they even, they took a shot on net and they didn't have traffic, but you're getting it to the net. And, sometimes they're going to clear, like that guy's there and then he gets cleared out and it's an easy save, but you're getting it to the net and you just never know when the rebound's going to be there or you're going to hit something. Thompson's goal was, again, not quite getting it to the net, but I'm getting the puck in and you just don't know what's going to happen. And those are the kind of goals that you get in the playoffs. It's just, there's very few, you get a 2-on-1 here and there. You get a guy just beating a goalie cleanly, but those clean looks are just, they're harder to come by in the playoffs because everyone's playing the body. Everybody's back checking. Everybody's willing to sacrifice their body a little bit more than they are during game 17 of the regular season. So,
Right.
It was definitely a big one. I'll say this: Ukko Pekka played great. I mean, he looked really good.
He did have a great game. I had to be a little worried. I was worried. I didn't like the decision. I'll be honest with you. I know Lyon let in 6 goals. I'm not sure if many of them were his fault. I mean, they just were they were tricky. And not only that, I thought game one of the Boston series, he came out real shaky. First shot on net, real struggle,
Yeah.
battled it, and then obviously had the bouncing puck that went in, and then we haven't seen him since. So I was worried about him, but he came out good, and he looked. It was good to see.
I'll say this: I was worried about him, but I liked the decision. I did like the decision, and I'll explain why in a second. I was worried though, because I thought, this is a young guy who could be like, could go one of two ways, right? He can come into this game and be like, my confidence is down. I let in a bad goal. I got pulled, right? I lost the net because he had the net to start the playoffs, and if
Sure.
they kept winning, it was going to be his net. So he had lost the net, and I tough environment. I was worried about that, or I thought, this could be a guy that's like, I am dialed in right now, and I'm going to win this net back. As much as, you root for your teammates, this guy took the net from me, and, I'm ready to get it back. So I was worried about that to see how it went. I liked the decision because, like I said, you're right. It was not Lyon's fault. Those goals were not his fault. I just had this discussion with someone else. Why in the regular season do no
We go every
goals?
other.
Yeah, and not just the Sabres. It's a league-wide thing. No goalie plays 70 games anymore. And that used to happen routinely, and more would play 63, 64. Almost every team has a 50, 35, 40, 45, like, so, some split like that. Why is that? The sports science and all of that is telling us that guys shouldn't play 3 games in a week, right? I mean, it just doesn't happen. But then we get to the playoffs, and it's all of that science and all of that's out the window, and we go with the same guy.
Right.
There's a part of me that don't understand that. If you're going to do that, then in the regular season, you should play a guy 5 games in a row if he's your best goalie and he's winning.
Right.
And it just doesn't happen.
Right. And I mean, the Sabres were by far probably and no one played, a goalie less frequently than the Sabres. It was one and done. No matter what you did, you could have a shutout. You were out the next game. Yeah. So I agree with you there. I mean, if you go just by the Sabres season, this is what they should be doing. I mean, you're right. There lines played now. What was it?
Four or 5 in a row.
4 or 5 in a row. Basically, came in late in the one game, so we'll call it 5 in a row. And I think you're right. I think it was time to sit, and maybe after 2 games, it's time to sit. No matter what UPL does, it's time to put a Lion back in. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's always
it'll definitely be. And we had this conversation on the show before the playoffs started, right? And I thought, and I don't know if I necessarily felt it was right, but I thought that they were going to alternate in some sort of format. And they decided not to. They were basically going to do the traditional, he's our guy. And, normally it's he's our guy no matter what for the most part. But I think theirs is more of a, he's our guy. And, until, I don't know if it's he loses. I mean, it's hard to do the loses thing though, because like you said, I mean, you lose a game 2-1 and you play great. So I don't know. My friend made a comment the other day about even Colorado. They start the same guy every game, and then he loses one game and he's out, right? And
that's the other argument. Like, he loses the games that deserve, but it depends on the game. You watch the games, and it's sometimes you lose, but it's not the goalie's fault or whatever reason. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's baseball does the same stuff, right? Baseball, they baby every pitcher to the,
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's
And
out of
then
that's out of
you get to the postseason and he's available for 2 innings, no matter what. And I get it, it's the end of the line, but if you're really doing it to protect him, then I don't know. I don't quite see it. I don't know. I just know in the regular season for hockey, it is almost unheard of for a guy to play 3, let alone 4 games in a row. And that's usually, I looked today, I looked the other day, the most any team had was 16 back to backs in the NHL this year. And most of them, I think the average was like 12.
right.
So if you want to say I'm not doing back to backs, and then I'm going to throw in another thing, I still think the goalie numbers should be like 64-20. They don't do it. They don't do it. And if anything, playoff games you have more overtime. They're
It's just more intense. It's more mentally. It's got to be more mentally just
yeah.
draining.
So
So it
I don't
makes
know.
sense.
I didn't mind that move to Luukkonen. It certainly wasn't Lions' fault, but I will acknowledge I was curious to see how he bounced back as a young goalie and, like I said, losing the crease. But I thought he looked, there's one or two that I think he, maybe bobbled a little bit. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, he played great. That one save, was it on Caulfield when he slid across?
yeah.
Holy
I believe
smokes!
it. Great. I have a question for you about another
Okay.
player. What is your opinion on Shen getting the play instead of? Listen, I guess I'm the only one banging the drum of Metza. I like the guy. The guy played. I'd have to look it up, but let's say like 68 games he played for the Sabres this year. He was a plus 22.
Yeah,
I And then you got a guy like Shen, who I fully understand, veteran player. That's the kind of guy you want in the playoffs, but slower. And I mean, if you're benching Stanley because he's slow, I don't understand then substituting him with Shen. It didn't make any sense to me. What is your opinion on the Shen? Putting in Shen instead of maybe even a Kesselring or a
yeah.
Metza or someone like that.
I I wonder if I wondered myself because I know a couple people were going on the Metza thing, and he did have some really good numbers. I remember during the end of his little stint that, again, this is listening to the radio and just different people and reading. They thought that his game slipped a little bit. I wonder if the idea of adding Hellenius and Metza is maybe just like, all right, are we swinging too much to one side with the, extra skating, extra finesse?
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, let's say you get in that situation and Hellenius didn't look good and Metza really struggles. Now, how much are you shortening your bench? Now you got two
Right.
guys. I know one's a forward, one's a D, but
Right. And still, I understand that. I do get it.
I don't know.
I just, I
Sure.
just
I
find it
mean,
interesting that, you're like, oh, well, Stanley's too slow and he's having problems. And so you're like, well, let's put in Shen. Well,
yeah,
that doesn't make sense to me. Unless Stanley's just not playing, that's fine. But the argument of that he's too slow, I just don't understand how a guy, I'm not bashing Shen in any way. And I just don't understand how guys like Kesselring or Betza, who played pretty much the whole season, and we were pretty good, that how they're just not getting the call up. So
yeah.
I'm just wondering
I
what
would
your
like to
opinion was
go.
that.
I don't remember what game Kesselring played. So he played one in the postseason. He only played
Bruins second game in Boston, I believe.
I
think
gotta
it
look.
was
I
definitely a
know.
away game.
I mean, there's been 2 or 3 games where I've kind of gone out to watch them,
Yeah.
and it's a little trickier, right? At that point, I'm at, whether I was, at Imperial or I'm out at someplace else, to sit and like really, really watch. I talked with one of my buddies. He's a season ticket holder the other day, and he said in the 5 minutes that Kesselring played, he thought he looked awful, like really bad, which might plug into why he wasn't back in and
Sure.
why he only played 5 minutes. So that may be. I mean, I am really high on Kesselring, and I know he
Yeah.
battled some injuries and stuff this year, so I'm not really sure where his confidence and all of that is. I mean, maybe like in those 5 minutes, maybe Ruff was just like, he's just not where he needs to be right now. But I don't know. I know experience and stuff goes a long way, right? So I don't know. It was. I know. I think if Buffalo had really struggled to score, maybe in that last one, maybe then you would have seen it. But I think they got. I think you got enough. I mean, obviously we got enough offense from our D. These guys score a lot, but
Yeah.
um,
I
yeah.
mean, and we want to talk offense. It's the fact that we're tied in this series, and I mean, Thompson's. He's been terrible. I know he scored 2 goals. And you can't take away anybody's goals. But one was that came off the backboards that came right to him,
Yeah,
and the other
I could
one
have
was
scored both of them.
yes. You just first one you just had to be there. It
Yeah,
just came off the boards, and the other one you just shoot it in. And it was lucky. That line has been terrible. Tuck doesn't have a point.
yeah.
Krebs is not doing anything. Okay, that's what. And then all right, well, what about the other lines? Well, Quinn, Zucker's been bad. That line, I think Quinn's actually had some scoring chances, but
He has.
Zucker's been bad. Quinn's always got scoring chances. It just seems like he can't put it in the back of the net. Zucker's not been good. McLeod, none of these guys have done anything. It's
Right.
amazing. It shouldn't be 2-2 in my opinion. No one's scoring. The only line and players that are playing good are Doan and Benson. Those guys are working their ass off out there.
Yeah, dude,
And
it's so
it,
awesome to watch them, just to watch them play. Like
that
it's
that goal he
everything.
had in the first game we lost to Montreal. That if you just put that on tape and showed, yeah, I'm not a coach, but you show kids, the guys outworking everybody, gets the
Oh,
puck behind the net.
the Benson one when Doan did the
Yes,
forechecking. Yeah,
yes,
I literally showed my daughter the next day. I said, "This is one of the best hockey plays. I think I want it. This is everything I want to see."
yes,
He
absolutely,
starts behind 2 defenders, outskates both of them. Both of
right,
those guys are kind of like, "Oh shit, this guy's coming for the puck."
yeah,
He goes and gets the puck, throws it to the front of the net, gets his face smashed into
yeah,
the boards,
the boards, right,
right to the guy in front. I mean, it's heart, it's guts, it's everything. It's everything that his dad was about, Shane Doan, right?
yeah,
Like that. And then I remember, they're like, "Oh man, he's hurt." I said, "Dude, that guy's getting up. His
yeah,
dad was a warrior. His dad
right,
would be down on that bench, like, you get up and you go, you play."
right.
So I mean, that was it was awesome.
It has been a
He played so
meteoric
good.
rise of Benson. I mean, it is crazy. Just national media, local media. He deserves everything he's getting.
Yeah,
He's got, in Boston, he was the rat. Now
yeah,
he's not really being a rat. He's scoring. He's our only offense besides Doan, who's doing so.
yeah,
I mean, it is crazy. You give the guy all the credit you can give him because it's that play right there. They showed it. I watched it 10 times. I'm like, this guy just got his ass handed to him,
yeah.
but he worked everybody, and eventually it came back to him and he scored.
Yeah, I mean, it's just absolute determination, right? I mean,
Right.
definitely. I mean, again, really like a skilled player, but no one watches him and is like, "Damn, like look at him go. He's not Kaprizov. He's not McKinnon." But man, that play, that heart, that hustle, that drive, that grit, that fight, just the balls, like it was awesome. And I agree with what you said on like if you look at the numbers, you would probably be surprised that it's 2-2. But
I know.
I'll tell you this, another game like I thought Zucker looked really good with Hellenius. I thought he played better, so
Yeah.
maybe him getting benched a little bit in the previous game was a bit of a little bit of a wake up call. But I mean, another game or two like that from Hellenius, and his time in Rochester is completely done.
Right. No,
You know
I
what I mean?
agree.
I
I
mean,
agree.
he jumped. I mean, he didn't score, but he certainly had two grade A chances that he jumps
Oh,
in that
yeah,
he
that was
jumps
great
in the
stuff. Yeah.
play. Like his instincts to jump in that play so fast was impressive. And they were talking about how confident he looked before the game. Like, you know, could be one of those draft picks that you're like, you know what, some of these guys need time, and
Some already.
guys don't. So
So the one last thing we haven't talked about it the no goal.
oh man.
Let's talk about it. Just let's. What's your opinion on it?
I mean,
Um,
honestly, I think I could I'm
I
not
was
I'm
actually
not
first. I'll just like to say I don't. I'm surprised they called it a goal, even though it was. I mean, I thought they had enough angles and clarity. If you're gonna call that one with the skate, then you could basically use
yeah.
your common sense and say, yeah, it's over the line.
Yeah,
So
I wasn't surprised they called it a goal. I think the NHL's gotten pretty good at with that goal stuff and getting it right. Like you could see it in his glove. You could see his glove was over. Um, there really wasn't a doubt that the puck completely crossed the line. So I
right,
like that they got it right. I think it looks a little ridiculous that you call it a goal and then you have to go back and review it again and now it's no goal. So at first I'm
right,
like, man, that's stupid. It looks ridiculous. What are they doing? But then I'm like, they can't just review it all at once because then you're giving them a free challenge, right? Like if you're the Sabres, you're like,
yes,
well, they didn't even have to challenge it. Maybe they didn't pick up
right,
on that, or maybe they didn't think it was. You know what I mean? So when I started to think about it, I'm like, I guess they got it right. It's just a weird scenario that you review it and then they say something else and you got to review it, right? Like, what if Montreal
right,
didn't challenge it? I don't
yeah.
know, but I don't know. At first, I thought it was, um, you
So
know,
you do think it was interference?
I it was tough. I mean, he made contact with the goalie in the blue paint. Um, do I think it
I don't. I
really?
mean, to me, it was more his. The Canadian who really
Agree.
made contact.
That's what I mean. I agree. The
That's what caused
Canadian,
the problem.
it was, but I can't
No,
deny
I
that
know.
he made some contact with the goalie in the blue paint, as that again. It wasn't immediately as the shot was there, but yeah,
Right.
the Canadians defenseman did do the bulk of it. So I wasn't super. I mean, I was mad because I was just excited, right? I had just
Yeah,
gotten
yeah, yeah.
pumped up and I was celebrating, and then that got moved. So I
I
don't
was
know.
even
Really weird. Really weird.
I was more upset because I had a little sprinkle of cash on Quinn to score, and I was like,
Oh
"Oh shit, Quinn he
yeah,
scores, baby! Finally, I knew it. He's been putting in the effort." And then my
yeah,
money was I was spending it already. I was already out there,
yeah.
and it was then it's just gone. It was gone. So a
Did
little
did
extra pain for me.
did you go out for the game or were you home?
No, I'm traveling. I'm in DC.
Oh yeah.
I've been out to a couple bars here for games, but the problem is it's mostly NBA out here in the bars, so it's hard to get a spot
Yeah,
for a good Sabres game. So,
yeah. I
but I went to game one, which was awesome. That was the game to go to. It was amazing.
yeah.
And I've gone out for almost every game I feel unless I'm here. So like on a Tuesday game, that's the only time I've been here. But um, yeah, it's
I
been
feel
fun. I mean,
for some reason I feel like when I go out they play terrible. Like I'm like, man,
yeah. Well, I know we were both out last Friday, and
yeah,
those were the worst games I've ever seen.
yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Big one coming up. I mean, obviously you think I
Yeah, you
mean
don't want
the
to go
lineups
back.
you got to assume the lineups just staying the same, right?
Sure, I would assume so. Yeah, you don't want to go back to Montreal needing to win. So we'll see. A better, they seem to been struggling at home besides game one, so we'll see if they can put a good effort in at home.
A
Um,
lot of
uh,
lot of referee whining and complaining, probably
yes,
from both sides. Which
I mean, if you get seven, I don't know if you get seven power plays. I don't know how they're whining, but I, I could see why Buffalo fans are whining and that the refs are out to get us. It was
yeah,
it was, if anything, it was so classic Buffalo that it's something you just don't see, and it goes against us. So we have no goal, then you know, Toronto calls down, check it out, and this, and then it's a
yeah,
goal. We're excited, and then
very
they're like,
Buffalo,
right
very
instantly,
Buffalo like.
very Buffalo.
I
And right
get
away, I'm like, this is classic Buffalo.
I don't mind. I don't mind. I'll say this. I don't. I usually don't mind too much when people complain about the refs. I don't love it. I do get mad when you get into the it's rigged where the
Yeah,
refs
I don't like
don't,
the rig talk. I
or
don't like the rig talk at
the
all, ever.
NHL wants Montreal and like it happens in football too. And I'm like, listen,
Right.
I say this all the time. If go officiate a hockey game and see how
Yeah.
hard it is to determine if I mean the play is flying. These guys are flying. They're big. They're
Right.
strong. You're on skates. I mean, it's really tough to sit there and just be like, ah, you faked it, right? Like even
Yeah.
like the Thompson one, the cross check. I know it's the playoffs, and I know that guy, did he embellish it a touch? Probably, but Thompson really didn't need to do that. Like
Right.
I just think
And
you
the
got.
where he did it, and the guys go on the net. I get it.
I
I get it.
just think
Now
you
there's
got.
been a highlight reel going on about how lightly they've been going down.
Yep.
But listen, and I know I'd be doing it until somebody told me. And if I'm getting seven power plays a game, and
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything, I'm not getting called, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I mean, they're
You
gonna
have to.
keep doing it,
You
so
have
you
to
got to be
just.
careful.
I feel like you really got to pick and choose when you're doing that stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
you can usually get away with it after the whistle for a touch, but like
Right.
even Darlene had one. I think it was 2 games ago, where they were going to the net and like
Yeah,
you
the
just
interference.
yeah, and I'm just
It
like
was interference.
you didn't
It
even
was
need
that was interference.
to do
Touch
it,
him. There
right?
was no play there.
Yeah, and I'm just like, these teams, the teams that are left, I mean, outside of Buffalo, we're in their power play, Montreal's power play, go sit there and watch Colorado
It
and
was nasty.
Minnesota, and I mean, their
Yeah.
power plays, you're like, holy smokes, these guys are incredible. So
Yeah.
we definitely can't, I don't think we can get away with 7 more versus Montreal. That power
No.
play is really good. They're creative, they're fast. So, yeah, Game Five's gonna be super super exciting. Um, and Game 6, I saw they're opening the stadium for right the arena.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah,
That'll be interesting. That should
yeah,
be interesting.
yeah. I'm considering going down there. Tickets
Yeah.
$5.
Yeah. Can't beat that.
Can't beat that. It's almost like the price of your the Bills opener, right?
Yeah. The Bills open and they're giving those things away.
I
They
mean,
were talking about it. I know we'll go on that now.
yeah,
Listen, people were, and I said this because there are almost no single tickets available for this new stadium. There's basically 1,000 tickets.
everything
None.
else is seasons.
Everything else is season tickets. You have to have. They said that you have to have a PSL. You have to have season tickets,
Yeah,
and that's fine. That's what we did. And I said last year, you better get your tickets to the Bill Stadium. If you don't think $200 is $200 will be a gimme. It's the cheapest game you're ever going to get. It's going to be late December. We're out of the playoffs game type game. There's just not a lot of tickets to go around. Now I do think game one is there's some numbers out there. They're going to go down. These numbers are crazy. But I do think that this is going to be an issue for anybody who wants to go to a game. Just a random game if you want to buy tickets on the secondary market. It is going to be very expensive. Very
Especially, I mean,
expensive.
especially as long as they're going to have Allen and they're going to be good, right?
They're going to be good. What? Again, you went from a 73,000 seat stadium to a 59,000 seat stadium. All
Is that
right, so
what it
you
holds?
just
59, 59?
yes, yeah. So you just lost, 15,000 seats,
That's a lot.
and then now
Holy
you have
jigger, that's
almost
a
no
lot.
single tickets. So there's just supply and demand. I'll tell you what, if somebody wants to right now, if you are listening, I have a ticket to the game one. It is for sale for the
I,
right price. I will not go to game one. It means little to me. I'll go to game two. I'll miss the pomp and circumstance,
yeah.
and it is fine. So please, please, peace and love. Send me some messages. I'll be happy to sell my ticket. It's a great seat. No bad seats in the new stadium, and you can be there for game one.
I mean, we've talked about this before with just the prices of stuff. Like I feel that I mean, you know me. Like I am a huge fan of my team, and I'm so passionate about sports. But you almost get in a spot where it's like, like I said, if I was a Sabres season ticket holder, I absolutely would be going to some of these games. I
Right.
would. It would be really hard for me if I got some guy giving me quadruple, five, six
Right.
times what I paid for my seat. I mean, again, I guess if I was, if I was a millionaire, I'd be like, I could care
Yeah.
less
Fair.
about the $500. That's just not the reality of a lot of Western New York
Right.
people. And not just Western New York, all over the place. It happens all over. The Seahawks fans were once getting buried because there was a bunch of Niners. I said, listen, there's a certain point where you're like, I can cover 25% of my season tickets, maybe more, for one game, and then I get to enjoy all the rest. Some of these prices for that Bills game. I mean, I'm seeing. I think it was like $1,200. Now, again, this is just what it's up for. It was
Yeah.
the very highest row in the stadium.
Right.
It was like,
Right.
oh,
I know. I'm telling you, and it's not going to be. This is game one. It's not going to be like that for every game. But if you
but it's going to
think
be
you are
higher.
getting a ticket
Yeah,
for under $200, you are crazy. They're going to be 200 to 300, probably 300 every game,
yeah,
unless for some reason weather or something like that comes into play. But you want to go to an October game, September game, a big game that's coming up. Cowboys are coming.
yeah.
Just be prepared to
Well,
pay
and
because there's
it's
not a lot of seats. And look what happened with the Sabres when they came. They're $400, $500 for tickets
yeah,
to game ones and this and that. There is money here to go to events, and if you want to go see a Bills game at the new stadium in the next 5 years, just be prepared that
I
you
was
will
going to
have to pay a
say,
pretty penny.
and it's just the new stadium, right? It's just the new
Yes.
stadium. Like, if you're in Pittsburgh or Cleveland and Detroit and you're, just like Bills fans travel to other places once a season, right? I know a ton of people that are like, oh, we go to one away game a year.
Yes, I do
For the
it.
next 2 or 3 years, that away game very well might be Buffalo because these people want to come and see the new
Yeah.
stadium.
Yeah. It's true. No,
So,
it's very true. And
so
speaking of away games, schedule comes out tomorrow.
yeah,
I love schedule release day. If I get to learn of all the shitty night games I got to go to, including week one of or week two, and as the new stadium opens. Um, but I do like to travel too. I'm looking into Vegas. Hopefully, it's in like the late October, early November time frame.
yeah,
But yeah, I like to travel to a couple games, so I like the schedule release. I don't know why
yeah.
it's a big deal because we know we're playing. It's not like we're not learning who we're playing, but I like to know when the games are. Seattle's gonna have a lot of night games more than usual, so you'll get to see your team on national TV a lot.
Yeah, yeah. I saw I think they came out. I think it's hard sometimes when to find out what's official and what's not, right?
Yeah, I know. You hear a lot of stuff.
You hear a lot of stuff. I saw somewhere that it was supposed to be Seattle Patriots for the opener, which I think some people didn't necessarily want to see.
Right.
I do want to see it because I think
I
Seattle
think it's a
will
whoop ass. Yeah.
yeah, I think Seattle will get
It's
a
an interesting team this year. We'll talk about that later when football gets going again. But you know, I would like to see what their over under is on their win losses because I don't know about New
for,
England.
for the Patriots.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could find it right now because I've actually been uh I mean let's see. What would it be? 2027 NFL win totals? Yeah. I'm curious. Let's talk about it for a second. What do you
Hmm.
I mean this is
We got to figure they're going to be. They got a tough schedule. Um, but I mean, you got to give them at maybe 11 and a half, somewhere around there. I'm gonna guess
this says 9.5,
nine
which
and a half. All right, that's actually not a bad line.
10 wins.
Who's the then? What do the Bills have?
The Bills are 10.5.
All right.
Baltimore and the Rams are 11.5. I will almost. I'm pretty confident that I'll be betting the Rams under.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if Stafford's going to stay. Listen, I feel I have a chance of Stafford just not staying healthy, and
Well, I mean, they got to play Seattle again. They got tough, just divisional games.
yeah, and
Again, Seattle.
Arizona is not going to be. I mean, they weren't a total pushover this year, and I don't think they're going to be again. The Rams, I think they have the most talented roster, but I don't know. I think there's a real chance that Stafford gets hurt, and then that's a cakewalk to them not getting
Yeah.
12 wins. 12's a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah, Patriots 9.5. That is interesting. There's a
That's a
lot of
good.
interesting there.
I have to look at what they have, but um, it's a good line. It's a good line. Thought it'd be. I thought I was thinking maybe 11 and a half, 10 and a half. 9.5 is a good line.
Yeah,
Um,
they we'll see that. Yeah, I saw there's a Thanksgiving Eve game now, right?
uh,
A,
is
a
there going to
Wed-
be a Wednesday game? I
yeah,
think I
there
did
is.
read that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they came out with it today. Listen,
Oh,
the NFL, it's money making machines, right? Like
I
with
know.
all of this streaming, it's just more spread out. It's like, oh, let me get more international, more
Right.
Saturdays, more Wednesdays, more everything. I mean, the players, it's got to
Yeah.
be.
I mean, I know they're making money, but man, a Wednesday game, and I'm trying to figure. So they basically have to have a. What they'll do is, I assume the teams who are playing on a Wednesday have to have their bye week before. That's the only way it can be safe. It's got to be the way they're going to do it, right? And then you
mean,
can
I
just play
guess
any game.
unless you're Wednesday and then the following maybe Monday night. Yeah, but you
Unless
can't.
you play, where you
You
could
can't.
do. I think they did this with the Chiefs that one year, where you could do a Sunday, Thursday, Wednesday. I mean, it's brutal, but I think the Chiefs had to do that the one
Yeah,
year for them when they played Christmas on a Wednesday or something like that.
it
Um,
definitely makes it tricky, and
yeah,
it really just goes to show you that all of the player safety talk is
yeah, it's
borderline
just yeah,
borderline horseshit because
yeah, it's
if they can
horseshit.
make money with
It's
these
horseshit.
Wednesdays, I mean, it's really,
Right.
really, really getting
Well, I know
spread out
Netflix ended up
quite a bit.
buying. I think they got 5 different games or something like that. So Netflix is now out there, and you'll see every streaming service is going to carry something and this and that. So
Do
it's going to be
you
brutal to try to find a game.
do you have any? I mean, you just said Netflix, and it got me thinking. Do you have any interest in the Netflix? No, it's not UFC, but card coming up with Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah, I'm interested in that. I'm interested. I mean, I don't. Ronda Rousey was. I mean, what a career she actually had. I'm interested just to see what she's up to, and I doubt she'll
Yeah.
do anything amazing, but I am interested.
So so that is, I think it's, yeah, that's this Saturday, uh, which is also Sabres game. Uh,
Yeah,
I'm I'm kind of, I'll be honest. I really really don't like Ronda Rousey. Like I
right.
really don't.
I can see why too. She's an unlikable person, but I'm
She
interested in the fight.
she is, but one, she's got Nate Diaz, who is awesome and super entertaining.
Yeah,
Francis Ngannou is fighting a big name, and there's this underlying like, hey, you don't, we constantly hear you don't pay the UFC fighters right. Like, it's kind of built up to this, like they're trying to build something to rival the UFC, right? And
yeah.
that's like they're trying to build something up where, they've started talking more about paying them better and sharing more. And I will say this, I know I love Dana White, I really do. He's like my kind of guy, but I mean I see some of these purses and it's not right. Like I just
It's
don't
like
understand.
borderline taking advantage of these people.
And again, yeah, I don't like they don't. And again, they don't have to get in the ring, right? No one's
Right. We
forcing
said
them to
that.
get
Yeah.
in the ring. You're choosing to do it. You know the pay. Um, I don't. You kind of don't. Like you can go to a different league, quote unquote league, but those aren't going to pay. Like I don't know. Like I feel like almost like the PGA before like this live thing, like.
Right. I kind of it gets the same feeling where
Yeah,
the
and then all of a
lives
sudden,
live might have failed, but it did help PGA move their pay
100%,
scale up and everything like that.
100%. PGA immediately responded with bigger purses, for the players, and bigger percentage, and that was yeah, it's like you're getting, like, how do you feel bad for a guy that's getting 300,000 to play golf? It's like, I know it's hard to, right, for the
Right.
40th guy on tour, but when the owners are getting so much, or the tour was getting so much, it just doesn't seem right. And there is a part of me that feels like that's the case for the UFC. I'm almost rooting for this to work.
All right.
So I will definitely be watching. I'll probably, I feel like Rousey's probably going to kick her butt, but I don't know. I mean, the last time she was in the ring, the last two times she looked terrible, and I
Yes.
will be absolutely rooting against her, but I will be rooting for the event, right?
I
And
like that.
if it does successful, it will be interesting to see if they
They can
can.
somehow compete.
Yeah, I actually think they started putting together a second one, that MVP MMA. Super, super interesting. So, you said you were in DC, right?
Yes.
Have you watched any NBA playoffs?
I have. I'm always interested in Wembley.
Yeah,
Uh, he's just a unique player. So I've been watching some of that series. The Knicks just look one of the best teams. I mentioned this before when we talked. I thought this Oklahoma City's winning the title. It doesn't matter. I don't think it really matters. They're just playing just to come in second place right now. But that said, and I know the Lakers got swept. I was not surprised at that. What I am surprised, I still thought the Rockets were going to come back and beat the Lakers. I don't understand how they lost. That Laker team without Luca, I don't understand how they lost that series. That just says a lot about Durant and just everybody on that
well,
Rockets
I
team.
know we have talked about this before. I mean, I know you know how bad Houston plays defense, and my feelings on Durant being just wildly overrated, and I think NBA scorers are overrated. He's a great scorer, but Yeah, they shouldn't be losing to that LA team without. But I still think I'm a LeBron guy when it comes to basketball stuff, not
Right.
always off the court stuff. He's still incredible.
No, it's unbelievable. He
He's
is
still
unbelievable.
incredible. There's a part of me that I hope I don't know I hope I hope he leaves LA. Do you think anybody can push? I don't think anybody in the East can even push the Thunder. Um,
Right.
you think the T Wolves or the Spurs can push them to 6 games?
No, I don't know. I don't know if 6 games is even in the cards. They're that good.
They
Um,
they are. I mean, it's crazy.
it is crazy. But with LeBron, I will say that he should leave. He can't be the number one. He can't be your number one. He just can't. I know
Okay,
they
so
got Luca, so I guess he's number two. I guess with Luca, he's not number one anymore. But I don't know. To me,
where
if he's gonna be 42 next year, he's. I know he's a freak of nature, but he should
where
be.
I mean, where could he go? I mean, I was trying to think of this the other day. Like if you're LeBron, if you're him, right?
Right.
And we're gonna take all the son talk out of it, right?
Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
playing with my son and all of that.
Yeah.
Where would you go? Where would you go? You got
Yeah.
more money. You have more money than
Yeah. You
you
never
could
did.
possibly do with. So like, I don't
I
know.
mean,
I mean, there's a part of me that's like, I don't know. Like, and he would get absolutely murdered, right? But do you go sign with Oklahoma City for whatever and just be like,
yeah.
I
Just
just
get the
want to have
title.
fun? I
Yeah.
want to have fun. I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna have. I mean, what is it, Donald Trump? I'm gonna have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have so much fun my last season or two.
Yeah.
I might, there's games I don't even have to play. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't seem like that
Yeah.
kind of
I don't
guy.
see
But
that. I think if he goes, he's not going to Oklahoma City just because
I
it's
know,
Oklahoma
he's
City. No, I'm
not.
not bashing Oklahoma City for our Oklahoma City listeners. I'm just saying it's Oklahoma City. He wouldn't come to Buffalo either, so let's just say
Yeah,
that. So it's
yeah,
gonna be New York, you know, stay in LA somehow, Clip or whatever. It's one of the Florida.
I,
It's gonna be one of the big cities. I don't know where, but if he goes somewhere. But again, you gotta want him. Hey, you gotta pay him, even though I don't know what he'll want. But and then you got a guy who's gonna demand a certain amount of touches, and I don't know. Guy's 42. He's unbelievable 42. I'm not
I guess
questioning
I
this guy.
guess now that I'm
Dude's been
thinking about it here a little bit, I think I guess I'm thinking I hope he goes. I hope he goes to New York, right? I think it would be good for
New York's the one thing I can think of that would make sense.
I mean, one, you have a really good chance to get to the
Yes.
finals, right? Like
Yes.
anytime you're coming through, anytime, and again, you still have to get to Oklahoma City probably, right? Through there, but at
Right.
least getting there, right? The path there is not overly difficult, and you
Right.
already have a really good team. You are in an iconic city
Right.
and franchise, right? So
Right.
you add on to your legacy a little bit more
That's
there.
right.
Um,
To
yeah,
me,
I
New
don't
York's
know.
is really the only answer I could think of off the top of my head that makes sense. I was trying to think of but you're right. It's an iconic team. If they don't win it this year and they can win with him, it just builds onto winning with LA, winning with New York. I mean, it's pretty huge.
I mean, the Western Conference is just that much better, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
I
Right.
mean, obviously we said Oklahoma City, and the Timberwolves and the Spurs are both really, really, really strong teams.
Yeah. Right.
I think that's they said the Rams and the Seahawks were the Super Bowl. I feel like it's the winner of that will be the NBA championship versus Oklahoma City in the Western
Right.
Conference Finals. So, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, what do you think? real quick. It's interesting how much rest the Carolina
Yeah.
Hurricanes are getting, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's good, right? It's good.
I,
It's good. It's question mark. It's a
good.
lot of rest.
That's what I mean. How much rest and how much I know. That's always interesting. I mean, they're past.
Because it's gonna be 2 weeks like between games. It's
Yeah,
basically
they're
it. I
they're
mean, we're
past.
gonna play. So we at least play this Saturday, and then I guess the best, Monday would start the next, Monday, Tuesday, somewhere around there, and it would be just short of 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a
And
time to
then if
get
we go
healthy,
to
but
Monday,
it's
then you're off to now you're looking at Wednesday, Thursday, and it's beyond 2 weeks. It's a lot. It's a long layoff. And I get it. Everybody wants you want rest and stuff like that. But if there's something to just keep playing and stuff like that. But yeah, long rest. I mean, Philly didn't really, 2 sweeps. They have played minimum games, so they are as rested as any team could possibly be.
if this could very easily be a no answer, but if if the Sabres lose and Montreal goes on, do
I hate
you
Carolina. I do hate Carolina. I don't know what else is. I just say I hate Carolina.
you would pick Carolina or you would want
No,
Carolina?
I wouldn't. I can't root. I hate that. I just hate I hate that team.
So
I
you
don't
would
like them.
you would root for Montreal,
I
or
mean, I would pick a team in the West if I
or,
had. If I
or
root, I'm not rooting
you
for.
just wouldn't care?
I wouldn't care about that at all. I'll just pick a team, and I root for. You know what? I would if I would root for Montreal. I really don't have a problem with that team for the most
Yeah,
part.
I would too. I would too. I would root for Montreal.
Right.
I think Colorado would be fun, right?
Well,
That
that's
would.
3-0 right now, Minnesota. Just so you know,
What'd you say?
it's 3-0 Minnesota
Oh,
in this
well,
game.
listen. I would absolutely love to see Minnesota too. They're really fun to watch.
Yeah,
I don't think they're winning three in a row versus Colorado, but yeah, I was just curious because yeah, it feels like if Buffalo wins and we get Buffalo Carolina,
I
I
know.
mean, I feel like there's just like I don't want to say rival, right? Because it's been so long or whatever.
I know.
But there are a lot of people that don't like Carolina for
I
a
hate
number
them.
of reasons. I think there's the it's Carolina and the series they beat us, right? So there's
Right.
that playoff history, and then there's a bunch of people that are like they're not real fans. They don't, it's Carolina. They're not even hockey
Right.
fans. So there's people that don't like them for that and the success that they had as soon as they kind of had it, right? Like I know a lot of people don't like. Obviously, I get it, right? Vegas comes in and they win a cup, and then you have teams that have been there 45 years that haven't won one. So I think there's a lot of fans that don't like that about Carolina. But I mean, man, if we win and we get Buffalo, Carolina, that is going to be some good shit.
Yeah, it would be good. I'd love to keep winning. Winning's the best. Nothing
Yeah.
better.
So yeah, super super exciting. You get you golf anything recently?
Yeah, my league started. Good start to the season, I'd have to say. I'm happy. Very rarely do I say this, but I'm kind of happy with my play so far.
Oh, okay.
We started the season. I had to play a friend of ours, a Mr. Pulley, at the start of the season. We took him down. That's
Oh,
a great start to the season for our team.
yeah,
And I've been playing pretty good for the 9 holes.
nice.
I can't complain right now.
My
Um,
my in typical fashion, my golf league is 0 for 2 rainouts. It's
oh,
just Wednesdays. It rains every Wednesday. Statistically, it's unbelievable. So
we said this. I think we said this last year. We Mondays it doesn't rain.
I know.
We've actually started out the season going. It was gorgeous. The first week of it was like 73, that's the highest I think it's been all year. And last week was chillier, but I mean we got it in. So and then this Monday's supposed to be 83 and sunny. So
Yeah. See, what
uh,
happens is on Mondays, it's the nice warm front, and
yes,
pushes out so that Wednesday it could just piss all over everything, and I cannot go out to golf.
Yeah, that's and rainouts are the worst. It ruins your day. You're like, I look forward to league. I'm ready to go, and you're like, I check weather 1,000 times on league nights. Like if there's any weather in the forecast, I'm looking. I am Don Paul.
What weather app do you use?
I'll go straight some radar. And, I pull up the radar right over the course and see where it's going and what it looks like at a certain time. And that's never worked either because it'll be like I look and it's like, oh, it's gonna skirt and it looks good, or it's only gonna rain to 3, and then after that it's fine. And we've had monster downpours turned around, so
yeah.
But at least gives me something to do during Mondays instead of working.
Well, for any viewers, right, not listeners, there, look at that. That's Rochester. Just giant just green blob. I mean, that's Wednesdays. That's what we deal with. So,
yeah.
So, all right, sounds good. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get the Sabres. We got to get this Game 5 win. That's a big one, and then we'll take our chances back in Montreal. So, give me Buffalo Sabres. Give me a game winner. Who's going to get the game winner in Game 5?
Game winner. I'm going to take. I will take. It's a good question. Good question. But I'll take Tuck. I think that line's got to do something. I think Tuck. I thought he had a great series against Boston, and he has disappeared. I thought he actually had his best game by far last game. I thought he played pretty good. But I'll take Tuck.
All right. Well, I was gonna go with the guy, and then I was like, oh, do I want to? I'm gonna switch, and I was gonna go with Tuck, but I'll go back with my original one.
All right.
Your bet, Quinn. Dude, Quinn's got to get one. He is too offensively talented. He has had chances.
He has it. That's why I took him. He hit a couple posts.
I mean, he's got a really good shot. I think he's gonna snipe one. It's gonna be a nice shot too. I think he might beat him clean, right? Maybe not like a super clean look, but I don't think it's some deflection or whatever. I think he's gonna get a shot off and just beat him when he shoots from the slot or the circles a little bit to the outside. So I think if we can get him going, that would be good. I'll go with Quinn.
I like it. I'll put a sprinkle on him again.
Yeah.
That was close.
You gotta get.
I should have got half paid.
the old half pay. So, all right, sounds good. Let's go Sabres. Thanks for the listeners and the viewers. We promise we're gonna try and get more consistent here. As we get going, definitely football talk ramps up, and hopefully we got a few more weeks of Sabres. So. For the listeners or viewers, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. And feel free to give it a share with some friends, colleagues, co-workers, anybody that likes sports and wants to kill a little time at work or as they're walking and getting healthy and all that good stuff.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, do that. Walk and get healthy.
Do that.
So, all right, sounds good, Tommy. Until
good talking to you.
Till we get again. See ya.
See you.
Hit the mics, take a seat, it's about to ignite. Two dudes with the spread, keep your bets locked tight. Sports talk sharp like a razor blade edge. Numbers don't lie, no need for a hedge. Welcome to the greatest fucking show on earth. From the pitch to the court.